Today is Thursday, March 6th, and today I heard a quote. I was watching a baseball video actually, and I heard a quote, and he said that hard work is not about the outcomes, but it's about being honest. It's about the honesty, and that is just something that I never really heard before. It's not about the outcomes, it's not about the destination, but rather it's about just being honest. Like, did you move the needle today? Like, were you actually intentional? Were you actually working hard today? Did you control what you can control as intentionally as possible and just let the rest take care of itself? I just thought that was really interesting because a lot of times I will say, like, I guess this has been a constant problem, just not being intentional enough, but a lot of times I'll say, like, I'll be really consistent with things, but it's not intentional work. And a lot of times I'm not honest with myself. Like, I have this tracker to see, like, did I work on my goals today? And a lot of times I'll fill it in even if I didn't really intentionally work on my goals today. Like, maybe I just thought of one instance where I did something small, and I just like, oh yeah, I worked on my goals today. And even obviously it's okay. Like, you don't need to be absolutely intentional with every single time that you work on your goals. But I do think that you have to be honest with yourself, and it's okay if you miss a day. It's okay if you aren't 100% intentional. Like, that's okay as long as you just stay consistent with it, right? And try to be more intentional next time, right? There's a popular thing of, like, don't go 2 days in a row, like, don't miss 2 days in a row, right? So, like, if you break your habit one day, don't let tomorrow, like, you also break the habit. And I feel like it's kind of the same thing. If you're not intentional one day, then just try to be a little bit more intentional the next day. Something that I need to think more of often is just, like, did you move the needle? Like, were you intentional? Did you actually make progress? Did you move the needle on this thing, right? Because a lot of times I can get caught up in, like, yes, I worked on my goals today, but I didn't really work on my goals today. Like, maybe I did some small thing, but I didn't really work on it, and it wasn't as intentional as I'd like. And I want to stay intentional. Like I said, this has always been a problem for me. I've made previous videos about being intentional, but it's kind of always been a problem for me, and I've always found it difficult to intentionally work on my goals every single day as much as possible. And I feel like more often than not, I am not working intentionally, and I'm kind of just going through the motions, right? Going through my schedule, doing what I normally do instead of being intentional. Yeah, that's what I learned today. Hard work is not about the outcomes, but it's about the honesty, and it's about having good inputs and just letting the rest take care of itself, right? Controlling what you can control, being honest about that, always trying to be the best version of yourself, always trying to create the best version of something, right? I'm not being perfectionistic, but being intentional and just trying your best, right? To a certain extent. And I think if you can do that, then the rest will take care of itself. But I think what I have gotten good at is the consistency, the quantity, but my quality is going down. And I haven't been intentional, and I may be consistent, but it's not quality work. And I think that's just something that I need to focus on more. So yeah, that's what I learned today. Hopefully, like, let me know in the comments, like, do you feel this way too? Do you feel like it's hard to be intentional with your work? Because I feel like I've been struggling with this for a while, and I just love to know your thoughts. So if you found this video helpful, I'd also love a like and a comment. If you want to see more videos, then definitely subscribe, because I'm posting every single day talking about what I learned that day and how I'm trying to apply it to my life and how you guys can apply it to yours. So if you want to see that kind of thing, then definitely subscribe. Try to just be more intentional with your work. Try to move the needle. 1% improvements every day, right? We all know those quotes, but it's hard to actually apply them. So try to actually apply them tomorrow. This is the video that I posted yesterday where I talked about kind of complaining and about making sure you're changing the right things in your life. You could subscribe in that corner, and if you subscribe, I will see you in tomorrow's video. Bye.